In the aftermath of U.S. strikes on Iran Saturday night, Prime Minister Mark Carney weighed in and has called for parties to, quote, return immediately to the negotiating table and for de-escalation of hostilities in the Middle East. For more on this, our correspondent Wyatt Sharpe reports.
Over the weekend, U.S. forces launched coordinated airstrikes targeting several Iranian nuclear and military facilities, a dramatic escalation in an already volatile region. In response, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney issued a measured but firm statement, expressing deep concern over the potential for wider regional conflict. Carney emphasized that while Iran's nuclear ambitions remain a serious global security threat, military escalation is not a long-term solution. In a press release from the Prime Minister's office on Sunday, Carney reaffirmed Canada's long-standing position that Iran must never acquire nuclear weapons. He described the recent developments as, quote, deeply troubling and urged all parties, including Iran and the United States, to return to diplomatic negotiations immediately. He warned that further military action could destabilize not only the Middle East, but global energy markets and humanitarian corridors as well. Carney reportedly held a phone call with U.S. President Donald Trump on Sunday morning. According to senior officials, Carney used the opportunity to reiterate Canada's support for nuclear non-proliferation, while urging the U.S. administration to prioritize multilateral dialogue through NATO and the G7. Sources say Carney also emphasized the importance of restraint, a message he intends to bring with him to the upcoming NATO summit set to take place this week. Carney's office has also confirmed increased engagement with allies both in Europe and the United Nations, noting that Canada stands ready to support any diplomatic framework that leads to de-escalation. For now, though, Ottawa is monitoring the situation closely, with foreign affairs officials warning Canadians in the region to exercise extreme caution and potentially even evacuate. Now, Prime Minister Mark Carney's political risk ends up being the main focus, with how many people within his own party are perceiving his strategy over the issue of Israel, Gaza, and of course now Iran. Some people arguing that Carney should take the politically balanced approach given the large density of supporters within his party who support both Israel and then others who support Palestine. He says he's going to take a humanitarian approach, not focusing on either of the two governments, but instead focusing on the civilians. For now, though, I'll send it back to you, Theresa.